Why do some women want to have sex the second time right after the first time? To mature women tell their true feelings. Hi everyone, I am Eileen. Today we are going to talk about a private topic that many people are curious about. Why do some women want to have sex the second time right after the first time? There are actually many tricks behind this matter. Let's break it down and talk about it with you. First of all, we must understand that sex is a very important part of a relationship between the sexes. It is not just a simple physical contact, but also an important way of emotional communication and intimate interaction. Moreover, everyone has different feelings and needs for sex. Even if they are of the same gender, their performance in this regard varies greatly. From a physiological point of view, the body structure of women is very different from that of men. The sexual response cycle of women is relatively more complicated than that of men. After reaching the peak, men usually enter a refractory period. In layman's terms, it takes some time to recover their physical strength. It can be as short as a few minutes, or as long as a few hours, or even longer. During this period, it is difficult for men to get an erection again for sexual intercourse. But it is different for women. Most women do not have an obvious refractory period, which means that after a sexual intercourse, if their physical and mental state is still good, they may quickly have the desire to have sexual intercourse again. Next, let me share with you the personal experiences of these three mature women. Let's talk about the first one, Xiaomin. Xiaomin and her husband have been married for several years. She complained to me that sometimes, after a sweet and intimate contact, she still felt unsatisfied, but her husband fell asleep, which made her a little depressed. Xiaomin said that she didn't know why she was like this. It was just that she felt that there was still a force in her body that had not been released. From the perspective of knowledge of both sexes, Xiaomin's situation is probably because her physical excitement in the first sexual intercourse has not completely subsided. During sexual intercourse, the female body secretes a variety of hormones, such as dopamine, which can bring pleasure and satisfaction, and oxytocin, which can not only enhance intimacy, but also make women more eager for further contact with their partners. If these hormones remain at a high level after the end, it is easy for women to have the idea of wanting a second time. Let's talk about the second person, Xiao Zhen. Xiao Zhen is the kind of woman who is more open-minded and has a more exploratory spirit towards sex. She told me that sometimes she wanted a second time right after the end because she felt that the first time did not fully reach the peak of pleasure she expected. Xiao Zhen said that sex like an adventure, and every time she looks forward to different surprises and stronger experiences. She also joked that it's like eating delicious food. If you think it tastes good at the first bite, you want to eat another bite quickly to see if it can be more addictive. From a psychological point of view, this pursuit of stronger pleasure is actually a human instinct. When people have gained a certain degree of pleasure in something, but have not yet reached the extreme, they will subconsciously want to continue trying to satisfy their inner desire for a perfect experience. There is another person, Sister Zhao Li, whose situation is a little different. Sister Zhao Li has been married to her husband for many years, and the relationship between the couple has always been good. She said that sometimes she wants to have sex a second time because the emotional fusion between her and her husband during the intimate process makes her particularly enjoyable. Sister Zhao Li said that every time she has intimate contact with her husband, she can feel her husband's deep love, and this emotional satisfaction will further stimulate her physical desire. In a relationship between the sexes, emotional factors have a great impact on sex life. When the couple has a deep relationship, trust and dependence on each other, sexual behavior is not only a physical combination, but also a deep emotional exchange. This kind of emotional intimacy will make women more involved in sex life and more likely to have the desire to have intimate contact again. In addition to what I just said, individual differences in physiological and psychological factors, the external environment also has an impact on women's sexual needs. For example, a warm and romantic bedroom environment, soft lighting, and comfortable beds can create a good atmosphere, allowing women to relax and enjoy sex more, thereby increasing the possibility of having sex again. On the contrary, if the environment is noisy, uncomfortable, or even makes women feel uneasy, her sexual interest will definitely be greatly reduced. In addition, living habits and health conditions should not be ignored. Women who exercise regularly have better blood circulation and metabolism, which helps to improve sexual sensitivity and sexual responsiveness. Moreover, exercise can also release stress and keep the body and mind in a pleasant state, which has a positive effect on sexual needs. In addition, diet also has a certain effect. For example, some foods rich in nutrients such as zinc and vitamin E can be of great help in maintaining normal sexual function. Therefore, women who pay attention to a healthy lifestyle may show more vitality and desire in their sex lives. My dears, there are many reasons why women want to have a second time right after the end. Understanding these can not only give us a deeper understanding of the relationship between the sexes, it can also help us communicate and understand each other better, making sex life more harmonious and fulfilling. But no matter what, in sex life, respecting each other's wishes and feelings is always the most important thing. Both parties should communicate honestly, explore and discover each other's needs together so that we can have a happy and healthy intimate relationship. Well, today's video ends here. Welcome to Leave a Message for Discussion. We will talk again next time. Bye.